social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Grace and peace, everybody. We back up in here. Because we got something fun to talk about today. Now, y'all know Dear World Christian likes a little bit of combat sports, and I think that it's a great test of the mental fortitude as well as the intestinal fortitude of the fighter. When they go through a fight camp, a 6-week, 8-week fight camp, they prepare themselves, they dial in their nutrition, they dial in all the nuances and try to get one little smidgen of an advantage over their opponent. And I've said this before, whenever you see a fighter talking about not things that won't matter inside the ring, things that won't matter inside of the octagon, that's how you know that fighter's going to probably lose. It's probably, he's talking about the other fighter's family. He's throwing out and slinging pejoratives. It's almost a surefire this person is going to lose. He's going to lose. Saturday night, he's going to be looking up at the lights. You know it, because they're not dialed in and not focused on what's important. And when we look at this Jason House versus Cassandra Hopsin Jordan, crash out Cassie, I don't think this woman is serious. I don't believe she's serious about winning at all. She has dropped absolutely, positively zero videos, interviews discussing policies, discussing real deep matters that matter to the residents of Dalton. But she has told us that people be stealing her signs, allegedly. So let's go ahead and look at this crazy this crazy segment that she just dropped. And let me know what you think down in the comments below.
Good afternoon. This is Cassandra Hopsin Jordan. I'm out here at the polling place. I'm about to leave for a second. I have to go and drop off some more signs. Listen, guys.
Let me ask you a question. And if you live in Dalton, let me know. Have y'all seen any of her signs? I know people have told me they haven't seen any of her signs. Now, am I to believe that every single one of her signs is getting heisted? Every single one of her signs is a hijack victim? I don't think that's the case. I don't think she has any. What is her working capital for signs? Like, where are you getting these signs from? How much did you pay for them? That's what I would ask. But let's let her tease it out. Let's go.
Let me say this to you all. For those of you that keep going and stealing the resident signs, you guys need to stop it.
Who's doing that?
I'm going to reiterate. If you are confident in your candidate, it does not take all of the stealing signs and the slander and all the crazy stuff.
Okay. Because you're talking about three different things. You said stealing signs, slander, and crazy stuff. Now, if somebody's slandering you, then you need to speak on that and address that. But even more than that, do you really want us to believe that people are stealing your signs? Because she's about to take a big heaping scoop of cope in a second, and you'll see. Like, ma'am, you're just lying to yourself. You're just lying to make yourself feel good.
Be confident in your candidate. You know, you guys are really pissing off the residents by going on their properties and stealing the signs off and doing crazy stuff. What you're really doing?
Stealing the signs off. Well, like, who ma'am, you might need to show us proof and evidence that that's happening. Because we already saw that you don't know where to put your sign so it doesn't get removed by the city. You put it on the right of way, it's going to get removed. So we already saw that you don't have that understanding. So is it possible your supporters also are doing very similar things? Like, help me understand this. I need a little bit more information.
You're pushing more votes my way by doing stuff like that. So,
that's the cope.
Word to the wise. Stop with the foolishness.
That's the cope.
Because if you're confident in who you are and confident in what you know, it doesn't take all of that. You don't see me out stealing signs and doing all kind of crazy stuff.
We don't actually see you at all, Crash Out. We actually don't see your policies either. We haven't heard what you're going to do for Dalton. We haven't heard that. We've seen you at the stepper set, faking and pretending like those people are there supporting you. We've seen you on the side of the road saying that your signs are being stolen. You're doing Inspector Gadget investigation, to see where the signs went. We've seen those things. We see that you don't go to board meetings. You run home and crash out on Facebook. We've seen those things, but we don't know what you're going to do with the debt. We don't know how you're going to select a new chief of police. We don't know what you're going to do with the firefighters' pension. These are things that we don't know, Cassie Crash Out, but we do know that people have been stealing your signs, allegedly. And we don't know anything more than that. Let's keep this going. Let's get done.
That's just let me know I got you scared. I got you worried. I got you nervous.
Cope.
You got to do stuff like that.
That cope is hitting hard. That cope is hitting that thing. She might have main vein that thing right into the system. That cope is serious, man. She thinks people are afraid of her. Okay. They don't even know who you are.
So yeah, just keep confirming what I already know.
What do you know?
But anyway, just wanted to stop by and put that message out there. You know, you guys are really pissing off the residents.
Why not stop by and give us some policies? Why not give us a reason why we should vote for you, Cassie Crash Out? Why not that? Why not give us a reason to not vote for Jason House?
And when you piss off the residents, who you think they're going to vote for? That you
Not
keep
you?
coming on their property, stealing stuff. Think about it. Stop with the foolishness. Can we mature and grow up? Like, seriously. That's all I got for you on today. Share that.
Okay. We'll make sure we share. Y'all make sure you share this thing. Share this thing. So let's just say that she put out 100 signs. And 100 signs. Now, I would assume that these are supporters. You're not just putting them in the yards of people that don't want to vote for you. That would be crazy, right? So you put out 100 signs, and let's say Dear Woke Christian. Dear Woke Christian is there in Dalton, and I'd run around and I'd snatch up 100 signs. How is me snatching up the 100 signs going to make your 100 votes that you already had with the 100 signs into 110 votes? How does that work? How? Because I took the sign, the person that was already going to vote for you is going to vote for you twice? I know y'all be doing some stuff in Chicago area, but is that what you're doing? How does that work? How does it work? Crash Out? I don't think it works like that. So to say that, well, they're stealing signs, allegedly, and that's going to cause more people to vote for me. How does that work? Really? How does that work? Because I don't think it works like that. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty confident it doesn't work like that. Because if that be the case, then you could just say that, hey, I have these signs and they're going to magically turn into, I have 100 signs, they're going to magically turn into 150 votes. You wouldn't even have to put them out if that worked. Like, that makes no sense. And the people that were going to the residents that were going to vote for you are already going to vote for you. If you put them in the wrong place, AKA the right of way, like you did before, well, how does that, I don't understand how this works, Cassie. And I don't understand why you're afraid to tell us your policies. That's very disturbing because you want them to vote for you based upon what? Let me know down in the comments below. I really appreciate y'all. This is a lot of fun. Let's do it again real soon. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.